Welcome, dear traveler, to a gentle journey through time and mystery. Find yourself in a comfortable position, letting your body sink into softness. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and release it slowly through your mouth. Feel your shoulders dropping away from your ears, your jaw relaxing, your entire being settling into this peaceful moment. Tonight, we'll explore together 20 mysterious artifacts that simply shouldn't exist. Objects discovered in impossible places, crafted with technologies that hadn't been invented yet, bearing knowledge that challenges everything we thought we knew about our past. These are not tales of fantasy, but real discoveries that have puzzled archaeologists, historians, and scientists for decades. Let your breathing find its natural rhythm now, in and out, steady and calm. As we journey through these enigmas, allow yourself to drift deeper into relaxation. Each artifact we encounter will be like a gentle wave, carrying you further into tranquility, further into wonder. Picture yourself as a curious explorer, moving softly through the corridors of time. Your footsteps echo gently in ancient halls where impossible objects wait to tell their stories. There's no urgency here, no need to solve these mysteries. Only the peaceful pleasure of discovery, the soothing comfort of the unknown. These artifacts whisper secrets across millennia, some carved from materials that shouldn't have been available, others displaying artistic techniques that wouldn't be developed for thousands of years. Each one a beautiful puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit the picture we've painted of human history. Feel your mind growing quiet now, receptive, ready to receive these gentle mysteries? Let any thoughts of the day dissolve like morning mist, replaced by curiosity and calm. Your breathing is steady and deep, your body completely at rest, your spirit ready for wonder. In the soft twilight of consciousness, between waking and sleeping, these ancient enigmas await. Each artifact will unfold its story slowly, peacefully, like petals opening in moonlight. There's nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to understand, only the gentle flow of mystery and the deep comfort of letting go. Breathe deeply, and let the journey begin. Chapter 1. The Antikythera Mechanism, ancient computer. Breathe slowly and deeply as we descend beneath the azure waters of the Aegean Sea. Picture yourself floating gently above the Mediterranean seafloor, where ancient secrets rest in eternal silence. The year is 1901. And Greek sponge divers are working near the small island of Antikythera, between Crete and mainland Greece. The water is crystal clear, filtering golden sunlight into dancing patterns on the sandy bottom. One diver's hand brushes against something unexpected, not the smooth curves of natural rock, but the deliberate angles of human creation. As your breathing grows deeper and more relaxed, imagine the excitement of discovery. The careful excavation of a Roman shipwreck that had been sleeping beneath the waves for over 2,000 years. Among the marble statues and bronze figurines recovered from this ancient vessel, there was something that shouldn't have existed. A corroded, unassuming lump of bronze and wood, roughly the size of a shoebox, covered in the green patina of centuries underwater. For decades, this mysterious object sat quietly in storage, its true nature hidden beneath layers of marine incrustation. Let your mind drift peacefully as we explore this impossible artifact. When researchers finally began to clean and examine the mechanism, they discovered something that challenged everything they thought they knew about ancient technology. Intricate bronze gears, precisely cut teeth, complex mechanical relationships that wouldn't be seen again in human civilization for over a millennium. Feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation as we contemplate the mechanism's incredible complexity. Imagine the soft clicking of bronze gears turning in perfect harmony. This ancient computer contained at least 37 meshing bronze gears, some no larger than coins, each one crafted with mathematical precision that rivals modern clockwork. The largest gear had 223 teeth, each one individually cut and shaped by an unknown craftsman over 2,000 years ago. The mechanism's bronze faces were covered in tiny Greek inscriptions, like whispered instructions from the distant past. These delicate letters, barely visible to the naked eye, revealed the device's incredible purpose. It was designed to predict the positions of the sun, moon, and planets, to calculate eclipses decades in advance, to track the complex cycles of ancient Olympic games. All of this accomplished through pure mechanical genius, without electricity or modern tools. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and steady, consider the profound mystery this represents. The Antikythera Mechanism demonstrates a level of technological sophistication that historians believed impossible for its time. It suggests that ancient Greek craftsmen possessed knowledge of gear ratios, differential mechanisms, and astronomical calculations that we thought were medieval inventions. Picture the unknown genius who designed this marvel, working by oil lamplight in some ancient workshop, calculating gear ratios with mathematical precision, understanding celestial mechanics with startling accuracy. This anonymous inventor created what many consider the world's first analog computer, 15 centuries before such devices were thought possible. The mechanism could predict lunar eclipses with remarkable accuracy, track the wandering paths of planets across the night sky, even account for the irregular orbit of the moon with the ingenious pin and slot device that wouldn't be reinvented until the 14th century. Each bronze gear was a testament to forgotten knowledge, each calculation a bridge across the centuries. Modern researchers using advanced X-ray imaging and computer modeling continue to unlock the mechanism's secrets, revealing new layers of complexity with each investigation. Some gears remain mysterious, their purposes still debated by scholars, like ancient riddles waiting patiently for solution. Feel your body growing heavier and more relaxed as we contemplate this beautiful enigma. The Antikythera Mechanism reminds us that human ingenuity has always reached toward the stars, that brilliant minds have existed in every age, creating wonders that time forgot, until the sea gently returns them to us. Let this ancient computer carry you deeper into peaceful mystery, as we prepare to discover our next impossible artifact. Chapter 2. The Baghdad Battery. Electric mystery. Let your breathing slow and deepen as we journey from the Mediterranean waters to the ancient lands of Mesopotamia. Picture yourself walking through the dusty corridors of the Baghdad Museum in 1936, where German archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig made a discovery that would puzzle scientists for generations. Feel the dry desert air. Smell the ancient clay and metal that has rested undisturbed for nearly 2 millennia. In your mind's eye, observe this curious artifact resting quietly in Koenig's hands. A simple terracotta jar, about the size of your fist, unremarkable at first glance, like countless pottery vessels found throughout the region. But as your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful curiosity, notice what makes this object so mysteriously unique. Inside the clay vessel, an iron rod stands perfectly centered, wrapped carefully in a cylinder of copper, all sealed together with an asphalt stopper. Breathe slowly and let yourself imagine the moment of Koenig's realization. This innocent-looking jar, dating from sometime between 250 BCE and 250 CE, bears an uncanny resemblance to a modern galvanic cell, a simple battery. The iron rod serves as one electrode, the copper cylinder as another, and when filled with an acidic solution like vinegar or wine, this ancient device can actually generate electrical current. Feel your muscles relaxing completely as we explore this electrical enigma. Modern experiments have shown that these mysterious jars can produce between 1 and 2 volts of electricity, enough to power small devices or create mild electrical sensations. But here lies the beautiful mystery that carries you deeper into peaceful wonder. What possible use could ancient peoples have had for electricity, over 1,000 years before such phenomena were understood by science? Let your mind drift gently through the possibilities. Some researchers suggest these devices might have been used for electroplating, the process of coating base metals with thin layers of gold or silver. Imagine ancient craftsmen in dimly lit workshops, using mysterious electrical forces to create beautiful jewelry and decorative objects, their techniques lost to time like whispers in the desert wind. Picture the careful construction of these enigmatic batteries. The copper cylinders were rolled from sheets of metal, hammered thin and shaped with patient precision. The iron rods were forged and fitted exactly, each component crafted to work in perfect harmony. The terracotta jars themselves were formed by skilled potters, their clay mixed and fired to just the right consistency to hold the mysterious assembly. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the profound questions this artifact raises. If these were indeed batteries, who possessed the knowledge to create them, and why has no written record of their electrical properties survived? The ancient texts speak of many wonders, but nowhere do we find descriptions of harnessing the invisible force we now call electricity. Other theories drift through the archaeological community like gentle breezes. Perhaps these jars served a medical purpose, ancient physicians using mild electrical stimulation to treat pain or illness. Or maybe they had religious significance, creating tingling sensations that seemed magical to ancient worshippers. Each possibility adds another layer to this beautiful mystery. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation. Multiple similar jars have been discovered throughout the region, suggesting this was not an isolated invention but perhaps part of a forgotten technological tradition. Some contained traces of acidic substances. Others showed signs of corrosion consistent with electrical activity. Each discovery adds whispered evidence to this ancient electrical puzzle. The Baghdad Battery challenges our assumptions about technological progress, reminding us that innovation doesn't always follow the neat timelines we imagine. Perhaps ancient minds discovered electrical phenomena through patient observation and experimentation, only to have their knowledge fade away during times of war and upheaval, leaving behind only these mysterious clay witnesses. Modern replicas of these ancient batteries work exactly as electrical theory predicts, generating steady current when filled with acidic solutions, proving that whether by accident or design, someone in ancient Mesopotamia created functional electrical devices. The soft mystery of their true purpose continues to intrigue researchers. Like an ancient riddle wrapped in copper and clay, let the gentle enigma of these electrical artifacts carry you deeper into peaceful mystery, as we prepare to discover another impossible wonder from humanity's forgotten past. Chapter 3. The Piri Reis Map, Antarctica before ice. Allow your breathing to carry you gently across centuries, to the year 1513, where in the heart of the Ottoman Empire, Admiral Piri Reis sits in his study, carefully drawing what would become one of history's most puzzling maps. Feel the soft scratch of his quill pen on gazelle skin parchment. Smell the rich inks and pigments as he creates something that shouldn't be possible. Picture this remarkable map resting peacefully in the Topkapi Palace Library, forgotten for over 400 years until 1929, when it was rediscovered like a whispered secret from the past. The parchment bears the careful script of Ottoman Turkish, elegant notations describing distant lands and impossible coastlines. Let your mind drift over its intricate details as your body sinks deeper into relaxation. What makes this map so mysteriously beautiful is its impossible accuracy. Breathe slowly as you imagine the southern portion of the chart, where Piri Reis has drawn the coastline of Antarctica with startling precision. But here lies the gentle puzzle that deepens your peaceful contemplation. Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, over 3 centuries after this map was created. Feel yourself floating above this cartographic enigma. The map shows not the ice-covered continent we know today, but the actual rocky coastline beneath miles of ancient ice, mountains and valleys that have been hidden for thousands of years. Features that weren't confirmed by modern science until seismic surveys in the 1950s revealed the true shape of the land below the ice sheet. Let your consciousness drift peacefully through the mystery. Piri Reis himself left notes explaining his sources. He claimed to have compiled his map from 20 earlier charts, some dating back to the time of Alexander the Great, others supposedly drawn by Christopher Columbus himself. But none of these source maps have ever been found, leaving only whispered traces of their existence. The Admiral's notations speak of lands where, it is said that there are white-haired monsters in this country, and also 6-horned oxen. Perhaps describing polar bears and musk oxen that ancient explorers might have encountered. His careful script tells of regions, so cold that ships cannot approach, yet somehow, someone had mapped these frozen coastlines with remarkable accuracy. As your breathing grows even more peaceful, consider the mathematical precision of this impossible map. Modern cartographers have confirmed that the Antarctic coastline is drawn with correct longitude and latitude, using a projection technique that accurately represents the curvature of the Earth. This level of mathematical sophistication suggests knowledge of advanced surveying and mapmaking techniques. Picture the mystery deepening like twilight. The map also shows South America with extraordinary accuracy, including rivers and mountain ranges that weren't explored by Europeans until centuries later. The coastlines are positioned correctly relative to each other, as if drawn from a perspective high above the Earth, long before such viewpoints were possible. Feel your body growing heavier with peaceful relaxation as we contemplate the beautiful questions this map raises. Did ancient civilizations possess advanced knowledge of geography and navigation? Were there forgotten expeditions to Antarctica during warmer climatic periods? Or did Piri Reis somehow have access to maps created by unknown explorers whose journeys were lost to history? The parchment itself whispers of careful craftsmanship, drawn on gazelle skin with mineral pigments that have retained their colors across 5 centuries. Each coastline lovingly detailed, each mountain range precisely positioned, the work of someone who believed deeply in the accuracy of his ancient sources. Some researchers suggest the map reflects knowledge from a time when Antarctica was partially ice-free, perhaps during a warmer period thousands of years ago. Others propose that ancient navigators possessed sophisticated techniques for exploring and mapping polar regions, techniques that were later forgotten as civilizations rose and fell. Let the gentle mystery of this impossible map carry you deeper into tranquil wonder. The Piri Reis chart remains a beautiful puzzle, a testament to knowledge that somehow transcended the limitations of its time. Its secrets rest peacefully in the space between what we know and what we thought was possible. Breathe deeply and let this cartographic enigma fade softly into the background, as we prepare to explore another artifact that challenges our understanding of the past. Chapter 4. The Dropa Stones, alien discs. Let your breathing guide you gently to the remote mountains of Tibet, where thin air meets endless sky and ancient mysteries rest in high mountain caves. Picture yourself in 1938, following Chinese archaeologist Kai Pu-te as he climbs through the Bayan Karaula mountain range. Feel the crisp mountain air filling your lungs, the silence of these sacred peaks where few humans have ever ventured. In the peaceful darkness of a cave system, imagine the moment of discovery. Hundreds of stone discs scattered across the cavern floor like fallen leaves. Each one perfectly circular, about 9 inches in diameter. Crafted from a strange granite-like material that seems to hum with quiet mystery. As your consciousness drifts deeper into relaxation, picture these enigmatic objects resting undisturbed for thousands of years. Breathe slowly and observe the intricate details of these mysterious discs. Each stone bears a central hole, like an ancient record player disc. But instead of music grooves, delicate spiral patterns wind from the center to the outer edge. Tiny hieroglyphic symbols march along these spirals in precise formation, so small they can barely be seen without magnification. Each symbol carved with patient precision by unknown hands. Feel your body sinking deeper into peaceful contemplation as we explore the cave's other mysteries. Alongside these stone discs, archaeologists discovered something equally puzzling. Ancient cave paintings depicting beings with elongated heads and thin bodies. Strange figures that seem to float among the stars. The artwork shows these mysterious beings alongside what appear to be round objects in the sky, painted with mineral pigments that have survived countless centuries. Let your mind drift gently through the questions these discoveries raise. The local Dropa and Ham tribes have legends about these caves, stories passed down through generations about sky people, who came from the stars long ago. Their oral traditions speak of visitors whose ships crashed in these remote mountains, beings who could not return to their distant home. Picture the painstaking work of deciphering the stone disc's tiny inscriptions. Researchers spent decades attempting to translate the microscopic symbols. The spiral text appears to tell a story, fragments speaking of a journey from distant skies, of ships that fell from the heavens, of travelers stranded far from home. Each symbol a whispered piece of an impossible puzzle. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the physical properties of these enigmatic stones. The discs are composed of an unusual granite and cobalt mixture, materials that create a unique resonance when struck. Some researchers noted that the stones seem to vibrate at specific frequencies, as if they were designed to store or transmit information in ways we don't fully understand. Feel yourself floating peacefully above this mountain mystery. The cave system where the discs were found also contained unusual skeletal remains, small humanoid bones with enlarged skulls and delicate frames. These ancient inhabitants of the high mountains lived lives we can barely imagine, in a world where the boundary between earth and sky seemed thin and permeable. The stone discs themselves display remarkable craftsmanship, each one carved from solid granite with tools that must have been incredibly precise. The central holes are perfectly round, the spiral grooves maintain consistent depth and spacing. This level of technical skill suggests a sophisticated understanding of stoneworking techniques, knowledge that seems advanced for such a remote location. Let the mountain silence carry you deeper into tranquil mystery. Some of the discs show signs of great age, their surfaces weathered by countless seasons of mountain storms. Others appear almost pristine, as if they were carved yesterday and placed carefully in the cave's protective darkness. Each one a testament to patience and precision. The local tribes treat these caves with deep reverence, considering them sacred places where the boundary between worlds grows thin. Their shamans speak of times when the mountain spirits communicated through stone and symbol, when knowledge flowed between earth and sky like water between vessels. These traditions suggest the discs held significance far beyond mere decoration. Modern analysis of the stones reveals trace elements that don't match the local geology, suggesting the raw materials came from distant locations, or were processed using techniques that altered their basic composition. Each scientific test adds another layer to this beautiful enigma, another whispered question about capabilities we thought impossible. Feel your consciousness drifting peacefully among these high mountain mysteries. The Dropa stones rest quietly in their eternal silence, neither fully explained nor completely dismissed. They remain beautiful puzzles from humanity's distant past, reminders that our ancestors lived in a world full of wonders we're only beginning to understand. Let these ancient stone messengers carry you deeper into restful contemplation, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges everything we thought we knew. Chapter 5. The Crystal Skulls. Carved impossibilities. Breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the misty jungles of Central America, where ancient Mayan and Aztec civilizations once flourished among towering pyramids and sacred cenotes. Picture yourself in the humid darkness of a forgotten temple, where something extraordinary waits in eternal silence. Feel the cool touch of perfectly carved crystal against your fingertips, smooth as glass yet somehow alive with inner light. These mysterious crystal skulls have appeared throughout Mesoamerica, each one carved from a single piece of pure quartz crystal with impossible precision. As your breathing grows slower and deeper, imagine the most famous of these enigmatic artifacts. Life-sized human skulls rendered in flawless crystal, their hollow eye sockets seeming to gaze across centuries with patient wisdom. Let your mind drift peacefully over the technical impossibility these skulls represent. Quartz crystal ranks 7 on the hardness scale, nearly as hard as diamond. Yet somehow, unknown craftsmen carved these skulls with such precision that no tool marks remain visible, even under microscopic examination. The surface finish rivals modern machine polishing, achieved without any technology that should have existed in pre-Columbian America. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we explore their mysterious properties. The skulls demonstrate perfect understanding of crystal structure, carved along the natural axis of the quartz to prevent fracturing. This requires knowledge of crystallography that wasn't developed by Western science until the 19th century. Yet these artifacts may be hundreds or even thousands of years old. Picture the painstaking work required to create such perfection. Carving quartz crystal by hand should take years of constant labor, using diamond-tipped tools and abrasive powders. But the skulls show no evidence of such techniques. Their surfaces are flawlessly smooth, their proportions anatomically correct, each detail rendered with the precision of a master sculptor working in soft clay rather than one of Earth's hardest materials. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, consider the optical properties these skulls display. When light passes through the crystal, it refracts and reflects in complex patterns, creating an almost hypnotic effect. Some observers report seeing images or colors within the crystal matrix, as if the skulls were designed to focus and manipulate light in specific ways. Breathe slowly and imagine the legends surrounding these crystalline enigmas. Indigenous peoples of Central America speak of 13 sacred skulls, ancient repositories of knowledge and wisdom. Their oral traditions describe these artifacts as gifts from sky gods, or tools used by priest astronomers to commune with celestial forces. Each skull supposedly containing the accumulated wisdom of lost civilizations. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we contemplate the skull's mysterious origins. Some appeared in the collections of 19th-century explorers, purchased from local dealers who claimed they came from ancient ruins. Others were discovered in more recent archaeological contexts, but their dating remains controversial and puzzling. The crystal itself poses additional questions. Geological analysis suggests the quartz came from specific locations, some possibly in Brazil, others from Madagascar. This implies ancient trade networks spanning vast distances, or knowledge of crystal properties that guided craftsmen to the finest raw materials. Each skull represents not just artistic achievement but sophisticated understanding of geology and mineralogy. Let your mind float peacefully through the technical mysteries. Modern attempts to replicate these skulls using contemporary tools have proven surprisingly difficult. Even with diamond-tipped machinery and computer-controlled precision, creating the same level of detail and surface finish requires considerable time and expertise. Yet somehow, ancient craftsmen achieved this perfection using unknown methods. Picture the skulls resting in museum cases and private collections, their crystal surfaces catching and bending light in mesmerizing patterns. Each one a testament to capabilities that challenge our understanding of pre-Columbian technology. They remain beautiful puzzles, neither fully explained nor easily dismissed. The optical effects continue to fascinate researchers. Some skulls seem to glow from within when properly illuminated. Others create rainbow patterns that dance across nearby surfaces. These properties suggest the craftsman understood not just how to shape crystal, but how to harness its natural ability to manipulate light and energy. Feel the gentle mystery of these crystalline artifacts carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. Whether ancient repositories of wisdom or simply extraordinary examples of forgotten craftsmanship, the crystal skulls remind us that human creativity and technical skill have always reached toward the impossible, creating beauty that transcends the limitations of its time. Let these carved impossibilities fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to explore another artifact that shouldn't exist. Chapter 6. The Saqqara Bird. Ancient aircraft. Let your breathing carry you gently down the Nile River to ancient Egypt, where golden sand meets azure sky and mysteries rest beneath the shadow of eternal pyramids. Picture yourself in 1898, walking through the dusty excavation site of Saqqara, where French archaeologists discovered a small wooden object that would puzzle researchers for over a century. Feel the dry desert air and imagine this curious artifact resting quietly in your palm. At first glance, this ancient carving appears to be a simple bird figurine, crafted from lightweight sycamore wood around 200 BCE, about 6 inches long with a wingspan to match. But as your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, Notice the details that make this object so mysteriously unique. Its proportions don't match any known bird species, and its design suggests something far more intriguing than decorative art. Breathe slowly and observe the Saqqara bird's unusual features. The body is sleek and aerodynamic, shaped more like a modern aircraft fuselage than a natural bird. The wings are perfectly straight and horizontal, lacking the curved profile of bird wings but remarkably similar to airplane wings. Most puzzling of all, where a bird's tail feathers should be, there stands a single vertical fin, exactly like the rudder of an aircraft. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil mystery as we explore this wooden enigma. The ancient craftsmen carved this object with careful attention to aerodynamic principles. The weight distribution is precise, the proportions mathematically sound. When modern engineers analyzed the design, they found it remarkably similar to a pusher-glider configuration, a type of aircraft that wasn't developed until the 20th century. Let your mind drift peacefully through the questions this artifact raises. Why would ancient Egyptians create something that looks so much like a modern airplane? The vertical tail fin serves no purpose on a bird, but it's essential for aircraft stability. This suggests the craftsmen understood principles of flight that wouldn't be rediscovered until the Wright brothers' experiments over 2,000 years later. Picture the careful construction of this mysterious object. The sycamore wood was chosen for its lightweight and workability, each surface smoothed and shaped with patient precision. The wings were carved to exact specifications, their span and chord carefully calculated. Even the mounting holes suggest this wasn't merely a toy but perhaps a working model of something larger. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the aerodynamic testing performed on replicas. Modern flight enthusiasts have built scaled versions of the Saqqara bird. Some have achieved remarkable gliding performance, soaring gracefully through the air with the same stability and control as purpose-built model aircraft. This suggests the original design was based on actual understanding of flight principles. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we contemplate the cultural context. Ancient Egyptian art typically depicted birds with naturalistic proportions, curved wings, detailed feathers, and realistic tail configurations. The Saqqara bird stands alone in its geometric precision and aerodynamic accuracy, as if it represents something entirely different from the natural world. The artifact was originally catalogued simply as wooden bird model and stored away for decades. Only when aviation enthusiasts examined it in the 1960s did its unusual properties become apparent. The combination of straight wings, streamlined fuselage, and vertical stabilizer creates a configuration that nature never produced, but human engineers have found highly effective. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this wooden mystery. Some researchers suggest it might represent a ceremonial object, perhaps symbolizing the soul's flight to the afterlife. Others propose it could be a child's toy, designed by someone with intuitive understanding of aerodynamics. Each theory adds another layer to this beautiful puzzle. Picture the Saqqara bird resting in its museum case, its ancient wood still bearing the marks of careful craftsmanship. The surface shows signs of wear, as if it was handled frequently, perhaps even tested in flight. Its simple elegance speaks of knowledge that transcends its historical period. The mathematical precision of its proportions continues to intrigue aviation experts. The wing-to-body ratio falls within optimal parameters for gliding flight. The center of gravity is positioned exactly where modern aircraft designers would place it. These aren't accidental features but evidence of sophisticated understanding of aerodynamic principles. Feel the gentle mystery of this wooden aircraft carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. Whether ancient toy, religious symbol, or evidence of forgotten flight experiments, the Saqqara bird reminds us that human imagination has always soared beyond earthly limitations, reaching toward the sky with dreams of flight. Let this ancient wooden mystery fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another impossible artifact from humanity's distant past. Chapter 7. The London Hammer. Tool in stone. Breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the quiet hills of Texas, where in 1936, Emma and Max Hahn took a peaceful walk near the small town of London. Picture them strolling along a creek bed, enjoying the warm afternoon sun, when something unusual caught their eye, a weathered piece of limestone with the wooden handle of a tool protruding from its ancient surface. Feel the smooth creek stones beneath your feet as we explore this impossible discovery. As your breathing grows slower and more relaxed, imagine this mysterious artifact resting in their hands. The limestone had formed around a metal hammerhead and wooden handle, encasing them completely in solid rock. But here lies the gentle puzzle that deepens your peaceful contemplation. The rock formation is estimated to be over 100 million years old, from the Cretaceous period when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Let your mind drift peacefully through the implications of this discovery. A modern-looking claw hammer embedded in stone that predates human civilization by millions of years. The wooden handle appears to be partially petrified, transformed into coal-like material through eons of geological pressure. Yet the metal head remains remarkably well preserved within its stone cocoon. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil mystery as we examine the hammer's construction. When researchers carefully exposed more of the metal head, they found it to be made of unusually pure iron, over 96% pure with traces of chlorine and sulfur. This level of purity is difficult to achieve even with modern smelting techniques. The metal shows no signs of corrosion despite its supposed great age. Picture the careful process of studying this enigmatic tool. The limestone matrix surrounding the hammer is genuine Cretaceous rock, formed during the age of dinosaurs through natural geological processes. Microscopic analysis confirms the stone's authenticity, yet somehow a manufactured tool became embedded within it, creating a beautiful paradox that challenges our understanding of time. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, consider the hammer's remarkably modern appearance. The design is identical to contemporary claw hammers, with a striking face on one end and a curved claw for pulling nails on the other. The proportions and balance suggest it was crafted by someone familiar with efficient tool design, knowledge that supposedly didn't exist millions of years ago. Breathe slowly and imagine the mystery of the wooden handle, partially transformed into coal through geological processes that typically require millions of years. Yet the wood grain is still visible, showing the careful craftsmanship of whoever shaped this ancient tool. The handle fits the metal head perfectly, suggesting they were designed and assembled as a single unit. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the geological questions this artifact raises. How does a manufactured object become embedded in rock formations that predate human existence? Some researchers suggest the limestone formed rapidly around the hammer through unusual chemical processes. Others propose that our understanding of geological timescales might need revision. Let your mind float peacefully through the various theories. Perhaps the hammer fell into a limestone cave where mineral-rich water quickly encased it in stone. Or maybe it was buried in sediment that hardened unusually fast under specific conditions. Each possibility challenges conventional ideas about how long rock formation requires. The metal composition continues to puzzle metallurgists. The iron is purer than most modern steel, yet contains unusual trace elements that don't match contemporary alloys. This suggests either advanced ancient smelting techniques or natural processes that concentrated and purified the metal in ways we don't fully understand. Picture this impossible tool resting quietly in its stone matrix, a testament to mysteries that transcend easy explanation. The hammer appears functional, as if it could still drive nails if freed from its limestone prison. Its practical design speaks of human ingenuity, yet its geological context suggests an age beyond human history. Feel the gentle enigma of this embedded tool carrying you deeper into peaceful mystery. Whether evidence of advanced ancient civilizations, proof of rapid rock formation, or simply a geological anomaly we don't yet understand, the London hammer reminds us that Earth holds secrets in stone and metal. The artifact continues to rest in its limestone cocoon, neither fully explained nor easily dismissed. It stands as a beautiful puzzle, a reminder that the past may hold surprises that challenge everything we thought we knew about human history and geological time. Let this stone-embedded mystery fade softly into tranquil contemplation, as we prepare to discover another artifact that shouldn't exist in the timeline of human achievement. Chapter 8. The Koso Artifact. Spark plug in rock. Let your breathing guide you gently to the high desert of California, where in 1961, 3 rock collectors wandered through the Koso Mountains searching for geodes and mineral specimens. Picture Wallace Lane, Virginia Maxey, and Mike Mikesell enjoying the crisp mountain air, when they discovered what appeared to be a perfectly ordinary geode. Feel the desert sun warming your shoulders as we explore this deceptive discovery. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine their surprise the next day, when they cut open their geode with a diamond saw, expecting to find beautiful crystals inside. Instead, they discovered something that shouldn't exist. A metallic cylinder with a ceramic core, surrounded by what appeared to be a corroded metal sleeve, all encased in solid rock that seemed far older than any human technology. Breathe slowly and observe this impossible artifact. The object resembled a modern spark plug in almost every detail, complete with a central electrode and ceramic insulator. The metallic components showed signs of great age, corroded and mineralized as if they had rested in stone for thousands of years. Yet spark plugs weren't invented until the 1860s, and this rock formation appeared much older. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine the geological context. The rock matrix surrounding the object was extremely hard, requiring a diamond-tipped saw to cut through. This suggested the stone had formed over considerable time through natural processes. Yet somehow a manufactured device had become perfectly embedded within it, creating a beautiful paradox that challenges our understanding. Let your mind drift peacefully through the technical details. X-ray analysis revealed the internal structure of the mysterious cylinder. The central core appeared to be made of ceramic material, surrounded by metallic components that had oxidized over time. The proportions and design matched contemporary spark plugs with remarkable precision, as if someone had embedded a modern automotive part in ancient stone. Picture the careful examination by curious researchers. The artifact's discoverers were experienced rock collectors, familiar with natural mineral formations and geological processes. They recognized immediately that this was no ordinary geode. The metallic object was clearly manufactured, yet it was completely enclosed in solid rock with no signs of recent insertion or tampering. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the mystery of the rock's age. Initial estimates suggested the stone formation could be thousands or even millions of years old, based on its hardness and mineral composition. Yet the embedded object appeared to be a 20th-century spark plug, creating an impossible timeline that defied logical explanation. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore various theories. Some researchers propose that the rock formed rapidly around the spark plug through unusual chemical processes. Perhaps mineral-rich water quickly hardened around the metal object, creating the appearance of great age in a relatively short time. This would explain the artifact without requiring impossible timelines. Others suggested the object might not be a spark plug at all, but rather some unknown device that coincidentally resembles modern automotive technology. The ceramic and metal components could serve purposes we don't understand, created by ancient peoples with knowledge of materials and engineering that history has forgotten. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this desert enigma. The Koso artifact represents the kind of mystery that makes us question our assumptions about the past. Whether evidence of advanced ancient technology, proof of rapid rock formation, or simply a geological curiosity, it challenges our neat categories of possible and impossible. Picture this mysterious cylinder resting in its stone matrix, neither fully explained nor easily dismissed. The ceramic core remains intact after decades, the metallic components continue their slow oxidation. Each detail adds to the beautiful puzzle of how manufactured objects become embedded in apparently ancient stone. The artifact's discoverers maintained their story throughout their lives, insisting they found the geode in its natural state, with no evidence of tampering or artificial insertion. Their reputation as honest rock collectors lends credibility to this impossible discovery, yet the implications remain deeply puzzling. Feel the gentle mystery of this embedded technology carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Koso artifact reminds us that Earth holds secrets in stone and metal, puzzles that transcend easy explanation. Whether ancient or modern, natural or artificial, it stands as testament to the mysteries that surround us. Let this stone-encased enigma fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges everything we thought we knew about human history and technological development. Chapter 9. The Voynich Manuscript. Unreadable book. Breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the quiet halls of Yale University's Voynich Library, where one of history's most mysterious books rests in climate-controlled silence. Picture yourself turning the delicate vellum pages of this enigmatic manuscript, feeling the soft texture of medieval parchment beneath your fingertips, as strange symbols and impossible illustrations whisper secrets in an unknown language. This beautiful mystery came to light in 1912, when antiquarian book dealer Wilfred Voynich discovered it in a Jesuit college in Italy. As your breathing grows slower and deeper, imagine his wonder at finding a book unlike any other. 240 pages of carefully crafted vellum, filled with elegant script in an alphabet that matches no known language, accompanied by illustrations that seem to depict another world entirely. Let your mind drift peacefully through the manuscript's impossible pages. The text flows in neat paragraphs and organized sections, clearly the work of a literate scribe familiar with proper book construction. Yet every single word remains unreadable, written in symbols that follow consistent patterns but correspond to no earthly language. Each character drawn with careful precision, as if recording vital knowledge in a code we cannot break. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we explore the mysterious illustrations. Botanical sections show plants that don't exist in nature, strange flowers with impossible geometries, roots and leaves that follow no known botanical principles. Each drawing rendered with scientific precision, as if documenting flora from a world that never was, or perhaps knowledge that has been lost to time. Picture the astronomical diagrams scattered throughout the text, circular charts showing celestial bodies and cosmic relationships. Some pages fold out to reveal complex star maps and zodiacal symbols. The astronomical knowledge appears sophisticated, yet the constellations don't match our night sky. These cosmic diagrams seem to describe a different universe, or perhaps astronomical knowledge from an unknown tradition. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, observe the pharmaceutical sections. Detailed drawings of roots, herbs, and mysterious substances, accompanied by recipes and instructions in the unreadable script. The illustrations suggest advanced knowledge of chemistry and medicine, yet the plants and processes remain completely unidentifiable. Each formula a whispered secret we cannot decode. Breathe slowly and imagine the manuscript's most puzzling section. Pages filled with drawings of small human figures, bathing in green pools connected by elaborate plumbing systems. The scenes appear to show some kind of therapeutic or ritual bathing, with naked figures immersed in colored waters. These mysterious spa-like illustrations suggest knowledge of hydrotherapy or alchemical processes. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we contemplate the linguistic puzzle. Computer analysis has revealed that the text follows statistical patterns consistent with natural language. It's not random symbols or meaningless decoration, but appears to encode actual information. The letter frequencies and word structures suggest a real language, yet one that remains completely unknown to scholarship. Let your mind float peacefully through the various theories. Some researchers propose it's an elaborate hoax, created by a medieval forger to deceive collectors. Others suggest it might be written in a lost language or cipher. Perhaps the work of Roger Bacon or another medieval scholar, protecting dangerous knowledge behind an impenetrable code. The manuscript's age has been confirmed through carbon dating. The vellum dates to the early 15th century, making it a genuine medieval artifact. The inks and pigments match the period, yet the content remains as mysterious as ever. This authentic antiquity deepens the puzzle, proving the manuscript isn't a modern forgery. Picture the countless scholars who have attempted translation. Cryptographers, linguists, and computer scientists have all tried to crack the code. Some claim to have found patterns or partial meanings, but no complete translation has ever been accepted. The text maintains its secrets with stubborn silence, like a beautiful riddle that refuses to be solved. Feel the gentle mystery of these unreadable pages carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Voynich manuscript represents knowledge just beyond our grasp, information encoded in symbols we cannot decipher. It reminds us that human understanding has always pushed against the boundaries of the known, creating works that transcend their time and place. The manuscript continues to rest in its library sanctuary, neither fully explained nor dismissed as fraud. Each page holds secrets that may never be revealed, or perhaps await the right key to unlock their meaning. Its beautiful mystery endures, a testament to knowledge that remains tantalizingly out of reach. Let this unreadable book fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges our understanding of what should be possible. Chapter 10. The Phaistos Disc, Spiral Mystery. Let your breathing carry you gently across the Mediterranean to the sun-drenched island of Crete, where in 1908, Italian archaeologist Luigi Piri made a discovery that would puzzle scholars for over a century. Picture yourself walking through the ancient Minoan palace of Phaistos, feeling the warm Aegean breeze as you explore ruins that have witnessed 4,000 years of history. In a storage room of this Bronze Age palace, something extraordinary waited in patient silence. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine this remarkable artifact resting in Piri's hands. A circular disc of fired clay, about 6 inches in diameter, covered on both sides with mysterious symbols arranged in a perfect spiral pattern. Each symbol pressed into the soft clay before firing, creating raised impressions that seem to dance around the disc's surface like ancient music frozen in time. Breathe slowly and observe the disc's intricate design. 241 individual symbols march along the spiral path, representing 45 different pictographic signs. Each one carefully stamped into the clay using what appeared to be movable type, a printing technique that wouldn't be reinvented in Europe until Gutenberg's press over 3,000 years later. The precision and consistency suggest advanced understanding of mass production methods. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine these enigmatic symbols. Some resemble human figures in various poses. Others depict animals, plants, and geometric shapes. A few show what appear to be tools or weapons. Each pictograph rendered with artistic skill and symbolic meaning that remains completely unknown. They form a visual language that speaks across millennia in whispers we cannot understand. Let your mind drift peacefully through the technical marvel this disc represents. The symbols were created using individual stamps or seals, each one carved with precise detail. This suggests the existence of a complete printing system with standardized characters that could be arranged and rearranged to create different texts. Such sophisticated technology predates known printing methods by thousands of years. Picture the careful craftsmanship evident in every detail. The clay was prepared to exactly the right consistency, neither too soft nor too hard for clear impressions. The spiral layout was planned with mathematical precision, ensuring each symbol fit perfectly in its designated space. The firing process preserved these ancient messages in ceramic permanence, protecting them through centuries of Mediterranean weather. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the mystery of the disc's unique nature. No other artifact like it has ever been discovered. Despite extensive archaeological work throughout the Mediterranean, this single disc stands alone in its spiral script and printing technique. It represents either a lost civilization's writing system, or perhaps an experimental form of record-keeping that was never widely adopted. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore translation attempts. Scholars have proposed dozens of interpretations. Some see religious hymns or prayers, others suggest administrative records or astronomical calculations. A few researchers claim to have cracked the code, but no translation has gained widespread acceptance. The disc maintains its secrets with elegant silence. The symbols themselves follow intriguing patterns. Certain pictographs appear frequently, while others occur only once or twice. Some are grouped together consistently, suggesting they might represent compound words or concepts. The spiral arrangement creates natural reading divisions, as if the ancient scribe understood principles of visual organization and textual flow. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this ceramic enigma. The disc's firing temperature and clay composition match other Minoan pottery, confirming its authentic Bronze Age origin. Yet its unique script and printing method remain completely isolated, suggesting knowledge that appeared briefly and then vanished, leaving only this single beautiful witness. Picture the disc resting in its museum case, its spiral of symbols still crisp and clear after 4 millennia. The raised impressions catch light and shadow, creating depth and texture that brings the ancient pictographs to life. Each symbol seems to hold meaning just beyond our grasp, like words spoken in a dream that fade upon waking. Modern digital analysis has revealed subtle details invisible to earlier researchers. The spacing between symbols follows consistent patterns. The depth of impressions varies systematically. These discoveries suggest even greater complexity in the disc's creation, yet bring us no closer to understanding its actual message. Feel the gentle mystery of this spiral script carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Phaistos disc represents knowledge encoded in clay and fire, a message from the Bronze Age that remains beautifully unreadable. It reminds us that human communication has always sought new forms, creating systems of meaning that transcend their time. Let this ancient ceramic mystery fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another impossible artifact from humanity's enigmatic past. Chapter 11. The Aluminum Wedge of Aoud, Metal Anomaly. Breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the rolling hills of Romania, where in 1974, workers excavating along the Mureș River near the town of Aoud made an impossible discovery. Picture them digging through ancient sediment layers, when their shovels struck something that shouldn't exist. Feel the cool mountain air as we explore this metallic mystery that challenges everything we know about ancient metallurgy. As your breathing grows slower and more relaxed, imagine the workers' surprise at finding 3 unusual objects buried together. 2 were clearly ancient, fossilized mastodon bones from creatures that roamed Europe over 10,000 years ago. But the third artifact defied explanation, a wedge-shaped piece of metal, corroded and aged, yet made from aluminum, a material that wasn't isolated until 1825 and wasn't mass-produced until the 1880s. Let your mind drift peacefully through this temporal impossibility. The aluminum wedge rested in the same geological layer as the mastodon bones, suggesting it had been buried for thousands of years. Yet aluminum is one of the most difficult metals to extract from ore, requiring sophisticated electrolytic processes and enormous amounts of electricity. Ancient civilizations possessed neither the knowledge nor the technology for aluminum production. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we examine the wedge's unusual properties. The object measures about 8 inches long, roughly triangular in cross-section with smooth, machined surfaces. Despite its apparent great age, the aluminum shows signs of precise manufacturing, with straight edges and uniform thickness that suggest industrial production methods. The metal's purity level matches modern aluminum alloys. Picture the careful analysis performed by Romanian scientists. They confirmed the object's aluminum composition through multiple tests, ruling out natural aluminum minerals which are extremely rare and appear quite different. The wedge was clearly manufactured, shaped by tools and processes that created clean geometric forms. Yet it was found in geological contexts that predate aluminum technology by millennia. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, consider the wedge's puzzling surface features. The aluminum shows signs of prolonged corrosion, with oxidation patterns consistent with great age. Some areas display a thick patina that typically requires centuries to develop. This weathering appears genuine, not artificially created, suggesting the object has indeed rested in the earth for an extended period. Breathe slowly and imagine the various theories proposed to explain this anomaly. Some researchers suggest the wedge might be part of a landing gear or structural component from an unknown aircraft. The shape and machined surfaces would be consistent with aerospace applications. Others propose it could be a tool or machine part from a lost civilization with advanced metallurgical knowledge. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the geological context. The sediment layers where the wedge was found have been dated to the Pleistocene epoch, over 11,000 years ago. This dating is supported by the presence of mastodon fossils, creatures that became extinct at the end of the last ice age. Yet aluminum production is barely 200 years old in human history. Let your mind float peacefully through the metallurgical puzzle. Aluminum requires bauxite ore processing at temperatures exceeding 2000 degrees Celsius, followed by electrolytic reduction using massive amounts of electrical power. Ancient peoples had neither the industrial infrastructure nor the scientific knowledge for such complex chemistry. Yet somehow this aluminum wedge came to rest among Ice Age fossils. The object's precise manufacturing adds another layer to the mystery. The surfaces show evidence of machining, with tool marks and dimensional accuracy that suggest industrial production. This level of precision requires sophisticated equipment. Lathes, mills, and measuring instruments that didn't exist in prehistoric times. Yet the geological evidence points to extreme antiquity. Picture this impossible artifact resting in storage, its aluminum surface still bearing the marks of ancient corrosion. The metal's silvery color shows through patches where the oxidation has been cleaned away, revealing the pure aluminum beneath. Each surface tells a story of manufacturing precision and temporal impossibility. Modern attempts to explain the wedge through conventional archaeology have proven unsuccessful. No known ancient civilization possessed aluminum working capabilities. The metal's discovery and refinement represent relatively recent achievements in human technology. Yet this wedge suggests such knowledge existed thousands of years before it should have been possible. Feel the gentle mystery of this metallic anomaly carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The aluminum wedge of Aoud represents technology displaced in time, a manufactured object that challenges our understanding of human technological development. Whether evidence of forgotten civilizations or something even more mysterious, it remains beautifully unexplained. Let this impossible metal fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that shouldn't exist in the timeline of human achievement. Chapter 12. The Maine Penny. Viking coin. Let your breathing guide you gently to the rugged coast of Maine, where in 1957, amateur archaeologist Guy Melgren made a discovery that would rewrite our understanding of early American history. Picture yourself walking along the rocky shores near Blue Hill Bay, feeling the salt spray and hearing the cry of seagulls, as we explore a tiny silver coin that traveled impossible distances across medieval seas. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine this remarkable artifact resting in Melgren's palm. A small silver coin, barely larger than a dime, worn smooth by centuries of handling and weather. Yet this humble piece of metal carries profound implications. It's a genuine Norse penny, minted in Norway between 1065 and 1080, found at an archaeological site that predates Columbus by 400 years. Breathe slowly and observe this impossible discovery. The coin bears the faint impression of King Olaf Kyrre of Norway, its silver surface darkened with age but still recognizable to numismatic experts. This authentic medieval Norse currency somehow crossed the Atlantic Ocean, traveling from Scandinavian mints to the forests of North America, centuries before official European contact with the New World. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine the archaeological context. The penny was discovered at the Goddard site, a Native American settlement occupied between 1180 and 1235 CE. Mixed among typical indigenous artifacts, stone tools, pottery fragments, and bone implements, this single European coin stood out like a whispered message from across the ocean, challenging everything historians thought they knew about pre-Columbian contact. Let your mind drift peacefully through the implications of this find. The coin's presence suggests Norse explorers reached much farther south along the American coast than previously believed. We know Vikings established settlements in Newfoundland around 1000 CE, but this main penny indicates their influence extended deep into what would become New England, through trade networks or direct exploration. Picture the possible journey of this small silver coin, perhaps carried by a Norse trader who ventured south from Vinland, or passed from hand to hand through indigenous trading networks that spanned the continent. Each exchange adding another chapter to its remarkable odyssey, until it finally came to rest in a Native American village beside Penobscot Bay. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the coin's authentication. Experts have confirmed its genuine Norwegian origin. The silver composition matches medieval Norse minting techniques. The wear patterns are consistent with circulation as currency. This isn't a modern plant or misidentified artifact, but authentic evidence of transatlantic contact 5 centuries before Columbus. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the broader mystery. How did this single coin survive when no other Norse artifacts have been found at the site? Was it a treasured curiosity, passed down through generations of Native Americans who recognized its foreign origin? Or does it represent just one piece of a larger pattern of contact that archaeology has yet to fully reveal? The coin's small size makes its survival even more remarkable. Unlike large stone monuments or substantial buildings, a tiny silver penny could easily be lost or overlooked. Yet somehow this fragile link to medieval Norway endured, buried in Maine soil for centuries, waiting for an amateur archaeologist's careful excavation to bring it back to light. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this numismatic enigma. The main penny represents connection across vast distances, evidence that medieval peoples were more mobile and adventurous than traditional history suggests. It speaks of Viking longships pushing farther south than maps indicate, of trade networks spanning continents, of cultural exchange in an age we thought was isolated. Picture this tiny coin in its museum case, its silver surface still bearing traces of King Olaf's image. A tangible link between medieval Norway and pre-Columbian America. Its presence raises questions about other possible contacts, other artifacts that might await discovery. Other evidence of transatlantic voyages lost to time. The penny's discovery has inspired new archaeological investigations. Researchers now look more carefully for signs of early European contact, examining Native American sites with fresh eyes, searching for other small artifacts that might have crossed the ocean. Each excavation holds the possibility of finding another impossible connection. Feel the gentle mystery of this traveling coin carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The main penny reminds us that human exploration and trade have always pushed beyond known boundaries, creating connections across seemingly impossible distances. It represents courage, curiosity, and the eternal human desire to discover what lies beyond the horizon. Let this small silver messenger fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to explore another artifact that challenges our understanding of ancient capabilities and forgotten journeys. Chapter 13. The Eubide Lizard Figurines. Reptilian beings breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the ancient cradle of civilization, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flow through the fertile lands of Mesopotamia. Picture yourself in the early 20th century, walking alongside archaeologists as they excavate the mysterious Ubaid culture sites. Feel the warm desert sand beneath your feet as we explore figurines that challenge our understanding of humanity's earliest artistic expressions. As your breathing grows slower and more relaxed, imagine these enigmatic artifacts emerging from the earth. Small clay figurines, crafted between 7,000 and 6,500 years ago. Each one depicting humanoid beings with distinctly reptilian features, elongated skulls, large oval eyes, and lizard-like faces. Yet they're posed in unmistakably human activities, nursing children, holding babies, or standing in ceremonial positions. Let your mind drift peacefully through the archaeological sites where these mysteries were discovered. Tel Es Sawan, Eridu, and other ancient settlements across southern Iraq. Each excavation revealing more of these strange figurines, crafted from clay with patient skill by unknown artisans. Their reptilian features rendered with consistent detail, as if depicting beings the artists knew intimately. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we examine their unusual characteristics. The figurines show a remarkable blend of human and reptilian traits. Bodies that are clearly humanoid in posture and proportion, yet heads that are distinctly non-human. The elongated skulls taper to points. The eyes are large and almond-shaped, the faces lack human warmth yet convey a strange dignity. Picture the careful craftsmanship evident in each figurine. The clay was shaped with skilled hands, fired in kilns that required knowledge of temperature control. Some retain traces of paint or decoration, suggesting they were valued objects rather than casual creations. The artists took time to include fine details, textured skin, carefully modeled features, and precise anatomical proportions. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, observe the domestic scenes these beings inhabit. Many figurines show female figures nursing infants, the reptilian mothers holding very human-looking babies. This maternal imagery suggests these weren't meant to represent monsters or demons, but perhaps honored ancestors or spiritual beings, depicted with the tenderness reserved for the sacred. Breathe slowly and imagine the cultural context of these ancient artworks. The Ubaid period represents one of humanity's earliest urban civilizations. These people developed agriculture, pottery, and complex social structures. Yet among their realistic depictions of animals and humans, these reptilian beings stand apart, created with the same care but representing something entirely different. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the mystery of their consistent appearance. Across different sites and time periods, the reptilian features remain remarkably similar. This suggests they weren't random artistic fantasies, but represented something specific and meaningful to Ubaid culture. Perhaps mythological beings, spiritual entities, or memories preserved in clay and fire. The figurines often appear in religious or ceremonial contexts, found in temples and sacred spaces alongside other ritual objects. This placement indicates they held special significance, not mere decorations but important elements in Ubaid's spiritual life. Their reptilian features might represent transformation, wisdom, or connection to primordial forces. Let your mind flow peacefully through the various interpretations. Some scholars suggest these figurines represent shamanic visions, spiritual journeys where human consciousness merged with animal spirits. Others propose they might depict deities or mythological beings, entities that bridged the gap between human and natural worlds. Each theory adds depth to their mysterious presence. Picture these ancient figurines in museum cases, their clay surfaces still bearing the fingerprints of their creators. The reptilian features that seemed so strange to modern eyes were familiar to their makers, crafted with the confidence that comes from depicting known subjects. Whether real, mythological, or spiritual, these beings were part of Ubaid reality. The consistency of their appearance across centuries suggests an established artistic tradition. Knowledge passed from craftsman to craftsman, maintaining specific details and proportions. This cultural continuity indicates the reptilian beings held lasting importance, their memory preserved in clay long after their original meaning may have been forgotten. Feel the gentle mystery of these ancient figurines carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Ubaid lizard beings represent humanity's earliest attempts to capture the sacred in clay. Whether depicting spiritual visions, mythological entities, or something beyond our current understanding, they remind us that ancient peoples lived in worlds rich with mystery and meaning. Let these reptilian guardians of ancient wisdom fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges our assumptions about humanity's distant past. Chapter 14. The Cockno Stone, Ancient Star Map. Let your breathing carry you gently to the misty hills of Scotland, where ancient secrets rest beneath emerald grass and heather. Picture yourself near the town of Clydebank in 1887, when Reverend James Harvey made a discovery that would puzzle archaeologists for over a century. Feel the cool highland air as we explore one of Europe's largest and most mysterious rock carvings. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine this remarkable stone emerging from centuries of concealment. A massive slab of sandstone, over 40 feet long and 26 feet wide, its surface covered with intricate spiral patterns, cup marks, and geometric designs. Each symbol carved with patient precision by unknown hands around 5,000 years ago, during the Neolithic period when Stonehenge was being built. Breathe slowly and observe the stone's incredible complexity. Over 90 carved cup marks dot its surface like ancient stars, connected by flowing spiral lines that seem to dance across the weathered sandstone. The largest spirals measure several feet in diameter, their grooves worn smooth by millennia of Scottish weather, yet still clearly visible to those who know how to look. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine the stone's most intriguing feature. The arrangement of cups and spirals bears a striking resemblance to star maps. Researchers have suggested the patterns might represent constellations as they appeared in the night sky 5,000 years ago. Each cup mark potentially marking a significant star, connected by spiral lines that trace celestial movements. Let your mind drift peacefully through the astronomical possibilities. Some scholars believe the stone depicts the constellation Cassiopeia, with its distinctive W shape clearly visible among the carved symbols. Others see representations of the Pleiades star cluster, or the bright stars of Orion. Each interpretation suggesting that Neolithic peoples possessed sophisticated knowledge of celestial mechanics. Picture the ancient astronomers who might have created this stone observatory, working by firelight under star-filled skies, carefully observing the movements of celestial bodies, then translating their knowledge into permanent stone records. The spirals might represent the apparent motion of stars across seasons, or the complex dance of planets against the stellar background. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the stone's remarkable preservation. For thousands of years it lay exposed to highland weather, rain, snow, and wind gradually wearing its surface. Yet the carvings remained clear enough for Victorian archaeologists to recognize their significance. The sandstone's natural durability protecting these ancient messages across millennia. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the mystery of its purpose. Was the Cockno Stone a primitive planetarium, allowing ancient peoples to track seasonal changes and predict eclipses? Or perhaps a sacred site where shamans communed with celestial spirits? The cup marks might have held offerings, oil or water that reflected starlight during nighttime ceremonies. The stone's massive size suggests it was meant for community use. Too large to be a personal astronomical tool, it likely served an entire tribe or settlement. Imagine gatherings under the night sky, elders pointing to carved symbols while teaching young people about the movements of stars. Knowledge passed down through generations in stone and story. Let your consciousness float peace. Fully above this ancient observatory, the Cockno Stone represents humanity's eternal fascination with the cosmos. Our ancestors looked up at the same stars we see today, but perhaps with deeper understanding of their patterns and meanings. This stone tablet preserves their celestial wisdom in weathered sandstone. Modern light pollution has hidden many stars from our view, but 5,000 years ago the highland sky blazed with stellar brilliance. The Milky Way stretched across the heavens like a river of light, and every star was visible to patient observers. The stone's creators lived under skies we can barely imagine, recording their observations for future generations. Picture archaeologists carefully studying each carved symbol, measuring angles and distances, comparing the patterns to computer models of ancient skies. Some correlations are remarkably precise, suggesting the stone's creators possessed mathematical skills and astronomical knowledge that rivals modern understanding. The stone was buried for protection in 1965, covered with soil and turf to prevent vandalism and weathering. But it was briefly uncovered in 2016, allowing new research using advanced scanning techniques. These modern tools revealed previously unknown details, hidden symbols and subtle patterns invisible to earlier investigators. Feel the gentle mystery of this stone star map carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Kokno stone reminds us that ancient peoples were skilled observers of the natural world. They watched the skies with patience and precision, recording their discoveries in permanent stone monuments that still speak to us across 5 millennia. Let this ancient astronomical wisdom fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges our understanding of prehistoric knowledge and capabilities. Chapter 15. The genetic disk, biological code. Breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the lush mountains of Colombia, where ancient civilizations once thrived among emerald valleys and mist-covered peaks. Picture yourself examining one of archaeology's most puzzling discoveries, a small stone disk that seems to encode biological knowledge thousands of years before such understanding should have existed. Feel the cool mountain air as we explore this impossible artifact. As your breathing grows slower and more relaxed, imagine this remarkable object resting in your hands. A circular stone disc, roughly the size of a dinner plate, carved from dark lyddite with intricate precision. Its surface covered with hundreds of tiny symbols and geometric patterns, each one etched with microscopic detail that requires magnification to fully appreciate. The craftsmanship suggests knowledge of biology that predates modern science by millennia. Let your mind drift peacefully through the disk's mysterious imagery. The carvings appear to show cellular structures, sperm and egg cells rendered with scientific accuracy, embryonic development stages depicted in sequential order. Even what appears to be DNA's double helix structure, spiraling across the stone surface like ancient genetic code. All created by unknown artists who somehow understood life's most fundamental processes. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we examine the biological details. The disc shows what appear to be chromosomes, cellular division, and reproductive processes, depicted with anatomical precision that wasn't achieved by Western science until the invention of powerful microscopes. Yet this stone artifact predates such technology by thousands of years, suggesting ancient peoples possessed knowledge we're only rediscovering. Picture the incredible precision required to create such detailed carvings. Each microscopic symbol cut into hard stone with tools that left no visible marks. The level of detail rivals modern scientific illustrations, showing cellular structures that are invisible to the naked eye. This suggests either advanced magnification technology, or knowledge gained through methods we don't understand. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, observe the disk's systematic organization. The biological imagery follows logical sequences, showing stages of development and cellular processes in proper order. This isn't random decoration but appears to be educational material, perhaps used to teach advanced biological concepts, or to preserve scientific knowledge for future generations. Breathe slowly and imagine the unknown civilization that created this artifact. They possessed understanding of genetics, embryology, and cellular biology that rivals modern textbooks. Yet they lived in an age when such knowledge was supposedly impossible. Their stone disk preserves biological wisdom that challenges everything we know about ancient scientific capabilities. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the disk's other mysteries. Some symbols appear to show surgical procedures, medical instruments, and anatomical diagrams. This suggests a comprehensive understanding of both theoretical biology and practical medicine. Knowledge that was somehow lost to time, leaving only this stone record as evidence. The disk's material composition adds another layer of mystery. Lyddite is an extremely hard stone, difficult to carve even with modern tools. Yet the ancient craftsmen achieved microscopic detail without visible tool marks. The surface finish is remarkably smooth, as if polished by techniques we haven't identified. Each carved line flows with organic curves that seem almost alive. Let your mind float peacefully through the implications. If this disk truly depicts ancient biological knowledge, it suggests prehistoric civilizations achieved scientific understanding that we thought was impossible. Perhaps they developed different approaches to studying life, methods that didn't require the technological path followed by modern science. Picture researchers examining the disk under powerful magnification, discovering new details with each investigation. The symbols become more complex as resolution increases, revealing layers of information encoded in stone. Some patterns appear to show genetic sequences, others depict cellular machinery, all preserved in permanent stone format. The disk's discovery context remains somewhat mysterious. Found in Colombia among other pre-Columbian artifacts, but its exact age and cultural origin are debated. The sophisticated biological knowledge it displays doesn't match any known ancient American civilization, suggesting either unknown peoples with advanced science, or knowledge transfer from sources we haven't identified. Feel the gentle mystery of this biological codex carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The genetic disk represents knowledge encoded in stone, scientific understanding preserved across millennia. Whether created by forgotten civilizations with advanced biology, or through means we don't yet comprehend, it challenges our assumptions about ancient capabilities. The disk continues to puzzle researchers, each examination revealing new complexities, new questions about how such detailed biological knowledge could exist in prehistoric times. Its stone surface holds secrets that may revolutionize our understanding of ancient science, or remain beautiful mysteries that transcend easy explanation. Let this ancient biological wisdom fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that shouldn't exist in the timeline of human knowledge. Chapter 16. The Paracas elongated skulls. Unusual remains. Let your breathing guide you gently to the windswept deserts of Peru, where the Pacific Ocean meets ancient sands that have preserved mysteries for over 2,000 years. Picture yourself in 1928, following archaeologist Julio Tello as he discovers a vast necropolis on the Paracas Peninsula. Feel the dry desert air as we explore one of archaeology's most puzzling discoveries: human remains that challenge our understanding of ancient peoples. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine the moment of discovery. Hundreds of mummified bodies wrapped in exquisite textiles, preserved by the desert's natural conditions. But among these ancient burials, something extraordinary caught the archaeologist's attention: skulls with dramatically elongated shapes, craniums that stretched far beyond normal human proportions, each one a beautiful mystery wrapped in time-worn cloth. Breathe slowly and observe these remarkable remains. The elongated skulls are significantly larger than typical human craniums, some measuring up to 25% bigger in volume. Their shape is distinctly different, stretched backward in smooth curves that create an almost alien appearance. Yet they clearly belonged to a sophisticated culture, buried with precious textiles, gold ornaments, and ceremonial objects. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine their unusual characteristics. The skulls show no evidence of artificial cranial modification, the common practice of binding infant heads to create elongated shapes. Instead, these appear to be naturally formed, with bone structures that differ fundamentally from normal human anatomy. The suture patterns, foramen magnum placement, and overall proportions suggest something beyond typical variation. Let your mind drift peacefully through the scientific analysis. Modern DNA testing has revealed intriguing anomalies, some samples showing genetic markers that don't match known human populations. The mitochondrial DNA contains sequences that appear nowhere in current genetic databases, suggesting these people may have represented a distinct lineage, perhaps an isolated population with unique evolutionary adaptations. Picture the advanced culture these people created. The Paracas civilization flourished between 800 BCE and 100 CE, producing textiles of extraordinary beauty and complexity. Their weavings display over 190 different colors, created from dyes and techniques that modern science struggles to replicate. These weren't primitive people but sophisticated artisans with advanced knowledge of chemistry and craftsmanship. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the skull's cranial capacity. The enlarged volume suggests these individuals possessed significantly larger brains than modern humans. This additional neural tissue might have supported enhanced cognitive abilities, advanced pattern recognition, or heightened sensory perception, capabilities that could explain their remarkable artistic and technical achievements. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore the mystery of their origins. The elongated skulls appear suddenly in the archaeological record, without clear evolutionary predecessors in the region. This suggests the Paracas people either migrated from elsewhere, or represented a genetic variation that developed in isolation. Their unique cranial features setting them apart from neighboring populations. The preservation quality of these remains is extraordinary. The dry desert conditions mummified soft tissues, allowing detailed examination of brain cases and neural structures. Some skulls retain hair, revealing red and blonde coloration unusual for indigenous South American populations. These physical characteristics add another layer to the mystery of their origins and genetic heritage. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this ancient enigma. The skulls show evidence of sophisticated medical knowledge. Some display successful trepanation procedures, surgical holes drilled into the sea. Rhenium with precision that suggests advanced understanding of brain anatomy. The patient survived these operations, as evidenced by bone healing around the surgical sites. Picture the daily lives of these remarkable people. Their elongated skulls would have made them instantly recognizable, perhaps marking them as a priestly class or ruling elite. The elaborate textiles found with their remains suggest high social status, while the advanced surgical techniques indicate sophisticated medical traditions. All pointing to a culture with knowledge that seems ahead of its time. Modern researchers continue to study these mysterious remains, using advanced imaging techniques to map internal skull structures. The bone density, suture patterns, and cranial architecture reveal details that deepen rather than resolve the mystery. Each new discovery raises more questions about human diversity and ancient capabilities. The Paracas skulls challenge conventional understanding of human variation. Their unique features don't fit standard anthropological categories, suggesting either unknown evolutionary pressures, isolated genetic development, or perhaps evidence of human diversity that we're only beginning to appreciate. Each skull represents an individual life, yet collectively they point to something extraordinary. Feel the gentle mystery of these elongated remains carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Paracas skulls remind us that ancient peoples were more diverse and sophisticated than we often imagine. Whether representing genetic variation, evolutionary adaptation, or something beyond current understanding, they preserve evidence of human complexity that transcends simple explanations. Let these ancient mysteries fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges our assumptions about humanity's past. Chapter 17. The Klerksdorp Spheres. Grooved balls, breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift to the ancient landscapes of South Africa, where in the Ottosdal region, miners working deep beneath the earth have discovered something that challenges our understanding of geological time. Picture yourself descending into the Wonderstone silver mine near Klerksdorp, feeling the cool underground air as we explore mysterious spheres that shouldn't exist. As your breathing grows slower and more relaxed, imagine these enigmatic objects emerging from solid rock. Perfectly round metallic spheres, some with 3 parallel grooves encircling their equators like ancient latitude lines. Each one roughly the size of a golf ball, crafted from a hard metallic substance that resists scratching even with steel. Yet they were found embedded in Precambrian rock formations over 2.8 billion years old. Let your mind drift peacefully through this temporal impossibility. These spheres predate the earliest known life forms on Earth by billions of years. They emerged from rock layers that formed when our planet was still young, its atmosphere lacking oxygen, its surface dominated by volcanic activity. Yet somehow these perfectly manufactured objects came to rest in stone that would later become the foundation of continents. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we examine their remarkable precision. The spheres are almost perfectly round, with dimensional accuracy that rivals modern manufacturing. The parallel grooves that encircle many specimens are precisely spaced and uniformly deep. This level of geometric perfection suggests intelligent design rather than natural formation, yet their geological context defies explanation. Picture the careful analysis performed by researchers and geologists. The spheres are composed of a hard metallic material, possibly pyrophyllite or a similar mineral. Their density and composition remain consistent across different specimens. Some are solid throughout, while others appear hollow and ring like bells when struck. Each one represents a puzzle that transcends conventional geology. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, consider the sphere's discovery context. Miners have found hundreds of these objects over the decades, always embedded in solid rock that required blasting to extract. There's no evidence of recent insertion or artificial placement. The spheres appear to be genuine components of ancient rock formations, preserved in stone for unimaginable periods of time. Breathe slowly and imagine the mystery of their perfect preservation. Despite their supposed billions of years in solid rock, the spheres show no signs of significant weathering or degradation. Their surfaces remain smooth and their grooves sharp. This remarkable preservation suggests either extraordinary durability or formation processes that we don't fully understand. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore various theories. Some researchers propose the spheres formed through natural concretion processes, mineral-rich fluids creating spherical deposits over geological time. Others suggest they might be fulgurites, formed when lightning strikes certain types of rock. Yet neither explanation accounts for the precise grooves and perfect spherical shapes. The 3 parallel grooves that characterize many specimens remain particularly puzzling. These features are too regular and precisely spaced to be natural. They appear machined rather than formed by geological processes. The grooves maintain consistent depth and spacing around each sphere's circumference, suggesting manufacturing techniques rather than random natural forces. Let your mind float peacefully through the implications. If these spheres are indeed 2.8 billion years old, they predate not only human civilization but complex life itself. This would make them among the oldest manufactured objects ever discovered, created by unknown processes during Earth's earliest geological periods, when the planet bore little resemblance to the world we know. Picture these mysterious spheres in their museum displays, their metallic surfaces still reflecting light after billions of years. Each one a testament to precision and permanence that transcends human timescales. The grooved specimens particularly capture attention, their parallel lines creating patterns that seem almost decorative, as if designed for aesthetic as well as functional purposes. Modern attempts to explain the spheres through conventional geology have proven challenging. Their perfect spherical shape and precise grooves don't match known natural formation processes. Yet their geological context appears authentic, embedded in rock layers that show no signs of disturbance or recent intrusion. This creates a beautiful paradox that challenges both geology and archaeology. The spheres continue to emerge from mining operations, each new discovery adding to the collection while deepening the mystery. Some specimens show slight variations in size or groove patterns, but all maintain the same basic characteristics: perfect roundness and remarkable precision, as if manufactured according to consistent specifications. Feel the gentle mystery of these ancient spheres carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Klerksdorp spheres represent precision preserved in stone, geometric perfection that somehow survived billions of years of geological change. Whether formed by unknown natural processes or evidence of something beyond our current understanding, they remain beautiful enigmas from Earth's distant past. Let these perfectly grooved mysteries fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover another artifact that challenges our assumptions about what's possible in the deep history of our planet. Chapter 18. The Giant Stone Spheres. Perfect orbs. Let your breathing carry you gently to the lush rainforests of Costa Rica, where in the 1930s, workers clearing jungle for banana plantations made one of archaeology's most stunning discoveries. Picture yourself walking through the misty Dikis Delta, feeling the humid tropical air as we explore hundreds of perfectly crafted stone spheres that challenge our understanding of ancient engineering. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine these remarkable artifacts emerging from centuries of jungle growth. Stone spheres ranging from tiny orbs the size of tennis balls to massive monuments over 6 feet in diameter. Each one carved from solid granite with mathematical precision that rivals modern machinery. Their surfaces polished to mirror smoothness by unknown craftsmen between 600 and 1500 CE. Breathe slowly and observe their incredible perfection. The largest spheres weigh up to 15 tons, yet maintain spherical accuracy within centimeters of geometric perfection. This level of precision requires advanced understanding of three-dimensional mathematics, sophisticated measuring techniques, and tools capable of shaping the hardest stone with microscopic accuracy. Knowledge that seems impossible for pre-Columbian civilizations. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine their construction challenges. Granite ranks among the hardest stones on Earth, requiring diamond-tipped tools or advanced abrasives for precise shaping. Yet the spheres show no tool marks, their surfaces flowing in perfect curves without visible seams or irregularities. The ancient craftsmen somehow achieved industrial-level precision using unknown methods. Let your mind drift peacefully through the mystery of their creation. Some researchers propose the spheres were shaped using controlled heating and cooling, expanding and contracting the granite to crack away unwanted material. Others suggest sophisticated abrasive techniques using sand and water. Yet no method fully explains the mathematical perfection achieved across hundreds of specimens. Picture the immense labor required for such precision. Creating a single large sphere would demand years of constant work, measuring and remeasuring to maintain perfect roundness. The largest specimens represent thousands of hours of skilled craftsmanship, suggesting these weren't casual projects but important cultural undertakings requiring dedicated artisan communities. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider their mysterious arrangement. Many spheres were found in precise geometric patterns, aligned with cardinal directions or arranged in complex astronomical configurations. Some sites show spheres positioned to mark solstices or equinoxes, suggesting they served as massive stone calendars or ceremonial observatories. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore their cultural significance. The spheres appear throughout the territory of the ancient Dikis culture, a sophisticated civilization that flourished in Costa Rica's river deltas. These people created complex goldwork, intricate pottery, and advanced agricultural systems. Yet the stone spheres represent their most enigmatic achievement. The sphere's distribution pattern suggests they held deep cultural meaning. Smaller ones often appear near ancient settlements, while the largest specimens occupy prominent ceremonial sites. Some were arranged in groups, creating stone gardens or sacred spaces where important rituals might have taken place. Each placement appears deliberate rather than random. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this ancient mystery. The spheres demonstrate knowledge of advanced mathematics and engineering that challenges assumptions about pre-Columbian capabilities. Their creators understood geometric principles, possessed sophisticated measuring tools, and developed techniques for working the hardest stone with unprecedented precision. Modern attempts to replicate the spheres have proven surprisingly difficult. Even with contemporary tools and machinery, achieving the same level of spherical perfection requires considerable time and expertise. This suggests the ancient craftsmen possessed specialized knowledge and techniques that we're still trying to understand. Picture these perfect orbs scattered throughout the Costa Rican landscape, some still resting in their original positions, others moved by collectors or natural forces. Each one represents a triumph of ancient engineering, a testament to human capability that transcends the limitations of its time period. The sphere's purpose remains beautifully mysterious. Were they astronomical instruments for tracking celestial movements? Markers for important territorial boundaries? Symbols of political power or religious significance? Or perhaps all of these things? Their perfect geometry suggesting they held meaning that went far beyond mere decoration. Recent archaeological investigations continue to reveal new sphere sites, each discovery adding to our understanding while deepening the mystery. Some spheres show evidence of having been moved from their original locations, suggesting they remained important to successive cultures, objects of reverence that transcended their creators' civilization. Feel the gentle mystery of these perfect stone orbs carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Costa Rican spheres represent precision carved in stone, geometric perfection that somehow emerged from jungle civilizations. Whether astronomical tools, territorial markers, or sacred objects, they remind us that ancient peoples achieved wonders that still inspire awe. Let these perfectly crafted mysteries fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover our next impossible artifact from humanity's enigmatic past. Chapter 19. The Rongorongo Tablets. Lost language. Let your breathing guide you gently across the vast Pacific Ocean, to the most isolated inhabited island on Earth. Picture yourself on Easter Island in the 1860s. Feeling the ocean breeze as we explore one of humanity's most mysterious writing systems, wooden tablets covered in intricate glyphs that represent a lost language from the world's most remote civilization. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful contemplation, imagine these remarkable artifacts resting in your hands. Carved wooden tablets made from driftwood and native Turomiro trees, their surfaces covered with hundreds of tiny pictographs arranged in neat rows. Each symbol meticulously carved with shark teeth and obsidian blades, creating a script that no living person can read. Breathe slowly and observe the tablet's unique characteristics. The glyphs are arranged in boustrophédon style, alternating lines reading left to right then right to left, like an ox plowing a field. This ancient writing method requires readers to rotate the tablet 180 degrees at each line, creating a flowing pattern that maximizes the use of precious wooden surface. Feel yourself sinking into tranquil mystery as we examine the intricate symbols. Over 600 distinct glyphs have been identified, depicting humans, animals, plants, and geometric shapes. Some show figures with elongated heads reminiscent of the island's famous statues, others depict birds, fish, and ceremonial objects. Each one carved with artistic precision that suggests deep cultural significance. Let your mind drift peacefully through the mystery of their creation. The tablets were discovered during a time of cultural devastation. European diseases and slave raids had decimated the island's population, reducing it from thousands to just over 100 survivors. The knowledge of how to read Rongorongo died with the island's learned priests and scribes. Picture the painstaking work required to create these wooden books. The Rapa Nui people had no metal tools, yet achieved remarkable precision using stone and bone implements. Each glyph was carefully planned and executed, following consistent rules of proportion and spacing. The tablets represent hundreds of hours of skilled craftsmanship, suggesting they contained information of great importance. As your breathing becomes even more peaceful and regular, consider the tablet's possible content. Some researchers believe they contain genealogies, recording the lineages of important families. Others suggest they might hold religious chants, creation myths, or astronomical observations. The symbols include recognizable elements from Polynesian culture, yet arranged in patterns that remain completely unreadable. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we explore translation attempts. Scholars have tried for over 150 years to crack the Rongorongo code, comparing it to other Polynesian languages and writing systems. Some claim to have found patterns or partial meanings, but no complete translation has gained acceptance. The tablets guard their secrets with elegant silence. The wooden medium itself adds to the mystery. Wood is fragile in tropical climates, yet these tablets survived centuries of humidity and temperature changes. Some show signs of careful preservation, suggesting they were treasured objects maintained by generations of caretakers. Each tablet represents not just information but cultural continuity across time. Let your consciousness float peacefully above this linguistic enigma. Only about 24 authentic Rongorongo tablets survive today, scattered in museums around the world. Each one a unique document from humanity's most isolated civilization. Their glyphs arranged in patterns that once conveyed meaning, now beautiful but silent. Modern digital analysis has revealed subtle details invisible to earlier researchers. Computer programs have identified recurring sequences and statistical patterns, suggesting the script follows linguistic rules rather than being purely decorative. Yet the actual meaning remains as mysterious as ever, like a conversation in a forgotten language. Picture the last Rongorongo readers on Easter Island, elderly priests and scholars who carried centuries of knowledge in their memories. As European contact disrupted traditional society, this precious information died with them, leaving behind only the wooden tablets as witnesses to a lost intellectual tradition. The tablet's survival represents a miracle of preservation. Many were destroyed by missionaries who saw them as pagan artifacts. Others were lost to collectors or damaged by time. The few remaining examples preserve fragments of a unique writing system, developed in complete isolation from otherworld civilizations. Some glyphs appear to be standardized symbols, used consistently across different tablets, while others show artistic variation. This suggests Rongorongo combined formal writing with creative expression, perhaps allowing scribes to add personal touches while maintaining readable structure. Each tablet reflects both cultural tradition and individual artistry. Feel the gentle mystery of this lost language carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. The Rongorongo tablets represent human communication at its most isolated, a writing system that developed independently on the world's most remote island. Whether recording genealogies, myths, or sacred knowledge, they preserve voices from a vanished world. Let these silent wooden messengers fade softly into tranquil silence, as we prepare to discover our final impossible artifact from humanity's mysterious past. Chapter 20. The Mystery. What they tell us. Breathe deeply and let your consciousness drift gently across the tapestry of mysteries we've explored together. From the bronze gears of the Antikythera Mechanism to the silent glyphs of Easter Island, each artifact whispers the same beautiful truth, that human history holds more wonders than our textbooks dare imagine. Feel yourself floating peacefully above these impossible discoveries, as we contemplate what they reveal about our extraordinary past. As your breathing grows slower and more relaxed, picture these 20 artifacts arranged like stars in the constellation of human achievement. The Baghdad Battery's electrical mystery, the Piri Reis Map's impossible coastlines, the crystal skull's flawless precision. Each one challenges our neat timelines and comfortable assumptions, suggesting that knowledge has flowed through human civilization in ways we're only beginning to understand. Let your mind drift peacefully through the patterns these mysteries reveal. Advanced metallurgy appearing millennia before it should exist, astronomical knowledge preserved in stone circles and ancient maps, surgical precision achieved without modern instruments. These artifacts don't fit our linear view of technological progress. Instead, they suggest human capability has always reached beyond the boundaries of its time. Feel yourself sinking deeper into tranquil contemplation as we consider their global distribution. From the mountains of Tibet to the jungles of Costa Rica, from Scottish highlands to Mesopotamian deserts, these impossible objects appear across every continent and culture. This worldwide pattern suggests that extraordinary human achievement isn't limited to famous civilizations, but emerges wherever curious minds encounter the mysteries of existence. Picture the common threads that connect these diverse artifacts. Precision that rivals modern manufacturing, knowledge that predates its supposed discovery, materials and techniques that challenge conventional archaeology. Each mystery shares these characteristics, as if ancient peoples possessed capabilities we've forgotten, or developed along paths our history books haven't recorded. As your consciousness drifts deeper into peaceful mystery, observe how these artifacts expand our understanding of human potential. The Saqqara bird's aerodynamic perfection, the London hammer's impossible geological context, the genetic disk's biological knowledge. They remind us that human intelligence has always been capable of remarkable insights, regardless of the technological tools available. Breathe slowly and imagine the forgotten geniuses who created these wonders. Anonymous inventors working by lamplight in ancient workshops, patient observers mapping the stars from stone circles, skilled craftsmen achieving impossible precision with simple tools. Their names are lost to time, but their achievements speak across millennia, testament to the eternal human drive to understand and create. Feel your body growing heavier with relaxation as we contemplate the mystery of lost knowledge. How many other discoveries await beneath desert sands and jungle canopies? How many ancient libraries burned, taking with them the explanations for these impossible artifacts? Perhaps our ancestors achieved wonders that seem magical to us, simply because we've forgotten their methods. The artifacts also reveal something profound about human curiosity. Our species has always pushed against the limits of the known, always reached for understanding that transcends immediate survival needs. The crystal skull's optical properties, the stone sphere's geometric perfection, the Voynich manuscript's encrypted wisdom. All represent knowledge pursued for its own sake, the eternal human quest to comprehend our universe. Let your mind float peacefully through the implications. These mysteries suggest that human civilization follows more complex patterns than we imagine. Knowledge appears, disappears, and reappears across cultures and centuries. Perhaps understanding flows like underground rivers, surfacing unexpectedly in distant times and places, connecting human minds across the vast expanses of history. Picture these artifacts as messengers from our forgotten past, each one carrying evidence that human achievement has always exceeded expectations. The Antikythera Mechanism's computational complexity, the Paracas skull's anatomical mysteries, the main penny's impossible journey. They remind us that our ancestors were not primitive peoples struggling toward civilization, but fellow humans capable of remarkable insights and achievements. The mysteries also humble our modern assumptions. We often imagine that progress moves in straight lines, that each generation builds simply upon the last. But these artifacts suggest a more complex reality, where knowledge can be gained and lost, where ancient peoples sometimes achieved understanding that we're only now rediscovering. Feel the gentle wonder of these impossible discoveries carrying you deeper into peaceful contemplation. They remind us that mystery is not something to be eliminated, but treasured as the source of all discovery. Each unexplained artifact opens doorways to new questions, new possibilities, new appreciation for the depths of human potential. These 20 mysteries teach us that our world remains full of wonders, that beneath the surface of accepted history lie treasures waiting to be discovered. They encourage us to approach the unknown with curiosity rather than skepticism, to remain open to possibilities that transcend our current understanding. Let the beautiful mystery of human achievement carry you into the deepest peace, knowing that somewhere in the world, new impossible artifacts await discovery, ready to expand our understanding once again, and remind us that the greatest mystery of all is the boundless creativity of the human spirit. Breathe deeply, and let wonder be your guide into peaceful dreams. And so we come to the gentle end of our journey through 20 impossible mysteries. Let your breathing slow to its most peaceful rhythm as we reflect on the wonders we've discovered together. From ancient computers to crystal skulls, from Viking coins to genetic discs, each artifact has whispered the same profound truth: that human history holds far more magic than we ever dared imagine. Picture yourself floating peacefully above this constellation of mysteries. The Antikythera Mechanism with its bronze gears turning in perfect harmony, teaching us that ancient minds could grasp the clockwork of the cosmos. The Baghdad Battery generating impossible electricity in clay jars, reminding us that discovery often appears in the most humble forms. The Piri Reis Map showing coastlines that shouldn't exist, proving that knowledge travels through time in ways we cannot trace. Feel your body sinking deeper into comfortable relaxation as we remember the Dropa stones, their spiral text carved in granite by patient hands, speaking of sky people and cosmic journeys in symbols we cannot read. The crystal skulls staring across millennia with their impossible perfection, each one a testament to craftsmanship that rivals our modern machines. The Saqqara bird spreading wooden wings that understand principles of flight, waiting in Egyptian tombs for us to rediscover the dream of soaring. Let your consciousness drift peacefully through the embedded impossibilities. The London hammer trapped in stone that predates humanity. The Koso artifact with its spark plug heart beating in ancient rock. The aluminum wedge of Aoud glinting with metal that shouldn't exist. Each one challenging our comfortable timelines, suggesting that the past and present dance together in ways our history cannot explain. Breathe slowly and deeply as we recall the traveling mysteries. The Maine penny carrying Viking dreams to American shores centuries before Columbus. The Voynich manuscript protecting its secrets in beautiful script that no living soul can read. The Phaistos disc spiraling inward with messages from Bronze Age minds, each one proving that human communication transcends the boundaries of time and space. Feel yourself growing heavier and more relaxed as we remember the biological enigmas. The genetic disc encoding life's secrets in stone before microscopes revealed cellular truth. The Paracas skulls stretching toward unknown possibilities with their elongated mystery. The Ubaid figurines watching over Mesopotamian cradles with reptilian eyes, all reminding us that the story of life itself holds chapters we have yet to read. Let your mind float peacefully through the geometric perfection of ancient spheres. The Klerksdorp spheres with their grooved precision emerging from rock older than complex life. The giant stone spheres of Costa Rica achieving mathematical perfection in jungle workshops. Each one carved with patience that spanned generations, proving that human hands have always reached for impossible beauty. Picture the linguistic mysteries fading into gentle silence. The Rongorongo tablets carrying Easter Island's lost voice in wooden symbols. The Kokno stone mapping ancient skies in spiral grooves. Both preserving knowledge in forms we recognize but cannot fully comprehend, like songs hummed in forgotten languages that still move our hearts. As your breathing becomes even softer and more peaceful, consider what these 20 mysteries teach us about the nature of human existence. They remind us that progress is not a straight line from primitive to sophisticated, but a complex dance where knowledge appears, disappears, and reappears like stars emerging from behind clouds. Our ancestors were not struggling toward our level of understanding. They were fellow travelers on the infinite journey of discovery. These artifacts whisper that the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than our textbooks suggest. They encourage us to approach the unknown with curiosity rather than skepticism, to remain open to possibilities that stretch beyond the boundaries of accepted knowledge. Each mystery is a doorway, each impossibility an invitation to expand our understanding of what it means to be human. Feel your body melting into complete relaxation as you contemplate the profound humility these discoveries inspire. We who split atoms and explore space, we who decode DNA and peer into the depths of time, we are reminded that mystery is not our enemy but our greatest teacher. Every answered question births a dozen new enigmas. Every solved puzzle reveals 10 more waiting in the shadows. Let the gentle wisdom of these ancient artifacts carry you deeper into peace. They teach us that the most important discoveries often come not from finding answers, but from learning to ask better questions. From wondering not just how these impossible things came to exist, but what they reveal about the boundless creativity of human consciousness. Picture yourself as part of this eternal story of discovery. You too are an explorer in the vast mystery of existence. Your dreams tonight may carry you to undiscovered artifacts, ancient workshops where impossible precision was achieved with patient hands, forgotten libraries where cosmic secrets were recorded in symbols of light. You are connected to every curious mind that ever gazed at the stars and wondered, ever picked up a tool and imagined something better, ever carved meaning into stone to speak across the centuries. These 20 mysteries fade now into the gentle darkness of sleep, but their wonder remains alive in your peaceful mind. They remind us that mystery is not a problem to be solved but a gift to be treasured. Each unexplained artifact opens doorways to new appreciation for the depths of human potential, new respect for the complexity of our past, new excitement for the discoveries that await. As sleep carries you into its peaceful embrace, let these impossible wonders become part of your dreams. Let them remind you that our world remains full of magic for those who know how to look, that beneath the surface of ordinary reality lie treasures beyond imagination, that the greatest mystery of all is the boundless creativity of consciousness itself. Rest now in the knowledge that somewhere in the world, new impossible artifacts await discovery, ready to expand our understanding once again, ready to remind future generations that the human spirit has always reached beyond the boundaries of the possible, has always dared to dream of wonders yet to be revealed. Let the gentle mystery of existence carry you into the deepest peace, knowing that you are part of an infinite story of curiosity and wonder. A tale that began with the first human who looked at a star and asked, "What is that?" and will continue as long as conscious beings dare to explore the impossible. Sleep peacefully, dream wonderfully, and remember that mystery is the mother of all discovery. Good night.